All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. How is everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I wasn't even going to stream today. I was going to take the day off. You know, I had my little video from Roseanne yesterday. If you didn't check that out, well, maybe we'll take a look at it while we're here. But I did see this. I did see this video on Twitter that just had me thinking. And I want this to be more of a discussion rather than me bringing you a video and making a larger point. But I just want to see if when you guys see this video, if it brings up the same type of types of feelings and emotions or whatever that it did for me. So it's a video of a customs agent in Ireland who is, doing, people are coming into the country and he's checking like, are you supposed to be here? What are you doing? Where did you come from? But it was just a lot more, the vetting was a lot more than, we have tend to see. Where is this hair coming from? Sorry, hold on. There we go. Okay, that was bothering me. But yeah, it just seems that it's not as easy for even if American Border Patrol agents or customs agents, officers, whatever they're called, want to be strict about who are we letting into this country, then it seems like the administration is not allowing them to do that. So give me 1 second here. I forgot to tell everybody we're live. Members, disciples, and of course we gotta hit up the ladies. Let's party. Boom. All right. So I'm hoping that one of you guys has a little bit better of an understanding of how U.S. Border Patrol works than I do, because I haven't actually been through U.S. Customs in probably like a decade or so. So let's check this out. And again, this is going to be more of just like, let's just watch to see what is, as more than I want to break this down and get into the granular thing. But let's do it. As always, guys, if you cannot hear the video, please do let me know.
Hi, where are you coming from today?
We're coming from Paris.
From Paris?
Yeah.
And were you anywhere before Paris?
We were in South Africa.
What part of South Africa?
In Johannesburg.
Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you book your ticket to come to Dublin?
Hey, shout out to King Nirvana in the building. Welcome to the party. Yeah, we got. Don't you worry, we got some Dave Smith coming. Welcome, brother.
When did you book your ticket? What?
We booked the ticket. We tried to book last week.
Okay.
We couldn't because the flights were pretty expensive. So we got it this morning at the airport.
When did you try to book it last week?
When was that last? When we're buying the same.
Do you not know the answers? You have to keep.
Yeah, so these people are supposedly electrical engineers that are coming into the country of Ireland, and they don't have a hotel yet. Like, that's sus.
Your wife?
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Because we're using it.
when did you try to book it last week?
Last week was.
Trying to think of lies on the spot.
It's a simple enough question. So you tried to book it on the 4th of July. And why did you wait till this morning to get it? Did you flew from Johannesburg to Charles de Gaulle today?
Yes.
Today?
Yes,
That's okay. That's the answer. That girl will talk to you. How did you pay for your ticket from Johannesburg to Charles de Gaulle?
We use the cards.
Whose
Credit cards.
My
And so again, my point here is just that I wonder how, even if obviously we have people pouring across the border, just literally walking across the border. But even if there's people who are flying here, and maybe they either don't know that they've done something that won't allow them into the country, or they just don't understand that they are, it's not just a free thing that you can just walk into. I really wonder how much there is, number one, a desire from the Biden and Harris administration to stop those people when they literally said surge the border, and then even on the lower levels, if we have agents like this at the U.S. Customs, are they allowed to be this this thorough when they're asking questions?
Your wife's card.
Yes.
Okay, where'd you get the card?
From the bank.
From what bank?
Barclays.
Okay.
Barclays account.
Yeah, and when did she get it?
Getting the card.
When did she get the card? When?
We've
How long
had
has
it
she
for
got
a
the
while.
card?
We've had it for a while.
For how long? You come on up to this other seat up here, please. Up here, buddy. Up
He's
here.
like, yeah, this ain't it. And apparently, this dude is semi-popular in Ireland because of stuff like this. And again, it's just like it was refreshing. It was refreshing to see somebody care about. Hey, this is our home, and if you're going to come in here, you are welcome, but you have to do it on my terms, not on your terms, on my terms.
Come on up here. Now, what's the purpose of your visit to Ireland?
We civil engineering contractors.
You're a civil engineer contractor?
Yeah. So we're supposed to have a meeting in Paris, and they moved it. So we thought maybe to just
How do you mean they moved it?
they changed the dates because we
When did they change the date to?
we only knew about it when we got there.
Yeah, okay, but like, when was the meeting supposed to be on?
It was supposed to be on tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, but they
And when
changed
did you
it
find out that they changed it?
this morning when we got to France.
And you're not angry that they changed the meeting like that? You're at the flying all the way to Paris and they changed the dates.
We were a bit, but then the reason was like
You don't seem to be angry at all that they changed the dates.
What is it that you work at?
And so again, I just like, what if that person was here, came, got a ticket, was on the plane, landed here, and went up to U.S. Customs? Would they even get that level of scrutiny? I don't know. Hey, shout out to God, Reed. What is good? Welcome. Making me look bad. This is, well, I don't want to dox you, but I got a picture from Dr. Evil Genius of the Talking Shit podcast. He's like, look who came to hang out with me before you. And he was with Godfried, and then he's all the way over in Berlin, is it? And Dr. Evil lives like a 45-minute drive from me. But my whole thing is he lives in the city. And I live in the suburbs. So it makes so much more sense for y'all to come here. I have a dog. You don't have a dog. I have a car. You don't have parking. I have a parking spot. I have space. I have all of it. You come here. You are welcome anytime. But like, if I'm going to go there, now I have to figure out, okay, what am I going to do with Morty? When am I going to, what's the time frame? Then I'm driving into New York City, figuring out parking. Then I might have to walk from here. The parking lot is 7 steps from my front door. So right back at him. But welcome to the party. Again, just checking out this video of the Ireland customs agents, given a good vetting to foreigners trying to come into their country, and not making a huge point here, just more wanted to share this with you. And I would hope that there is a desire, at least number one, from the agents on the ground to do a job this well, but number two, with a new administration, shout out to Trump, that they would actually be allowed to. Shout out to Brandon Murphy. Welcome to the party. So feel sorry for those voting for the Dems. They're used to be used by they are being used by the deep state. I think we all are to some extent, but at least we're kind of aware of it, right? All right, welcome. Let's dive back in here. Ireland Customs.
What's all the civil engineer? What's all the orders for clothing and stuff?
It's because I also do branding. I do branding as well.
You brand
materials.
Okay.
Yeah, so we brand.
So first you're an electrical engineer. Now you do branding, and you had to do all of that on your trip. And it's just like, okay, maybe. Well, would these questions be asked? And I'm not making the case that there wouldn't be. I'm just saying it's scary that we have people that are not going through customs at all. So it may be that if you do go through U.S. customs that you get this level, but you know what I mean? Godfrey said, isn't there like a shared driving thing over there as well? Shared driving thing. Not sure what you mean. I mean, the easiest thing for me probably to would be probably to drive up to a train station that has a parking lot, because the closest one to me doesn't have a parking lot. So I would have to drive to the next stop where they have a parking lot, park my car there, take the train into the city, and then have them either pick me up or take the subway or whatever. But like, that's so much. You could just walk out your front door, get in the car, then you can walk 7 more steps and you're in my house. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely vetting like this. If you come into my house, you getting pat down, you getting the Inquisition here.
Branding. I do branding as well.
You brand
materials.
Okay.
Yeah, so we brand, we buy the materials.
Are you bringing any clothing into this country?
No.
No?
Shout out to Gaboo. Welcome. So both sides are shit, paid for by business and the ultra rich. No moderates, we're but. Politics is just window dressing. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's true. But I still think that getting involved in things like voting are important, because the smaller changes that will be different. Like, obviously, it's not going to be the same if Trump is president than if Kamala is president. And so even if at the end of the day, they're both parties are working together and all that stuff, we'll still be a lot better off with Trump in office. We also got Damers in the building. Welcome to the party. Have you seen this one? Yeah, they and again, I don't know what U.S. Customs is like today, but the point is that even if Customs is local votes definitely matter, a lot more, yeah. But yeah, I don't know if we would see this level of scrutiny, and maybe we would, and that's good, but that doesn't even account for the people just walking across the border.
Is this regarding this trip?
No, I went to China.
You spent €19,000 on furniture. $19,000.
$950.
No, the next one, 19,000
Yeah, on furniture. Yeah.
on furniture.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Where were you going to stay in Paris?
We were going to book straight away in there.
You were going to book straight away. So you're coming all the way from Johannesburg with your good wife for the meeting in Paris, and you hadn't got a hotel room booked. And both of you are civil engineers, and you hadn't got a hotel booked. It's very strange. It's very
Strange indeed. And again, it seems like, and maybe this is just maybe this is propaganda brain. I'm here sharing this with you, having not yet done the deep dive, because I wanted to bring this to you first. And so maybe it is the case that people who do go through U.S. Customs get the same exact treatment. But it certainly doesn't seem like it. And if that is the case, then it raises the question, well, why would people go through Customs when they can just walk across the border?
It's just not good forward planning at all, is it?
Oh yeah, sometimes in life you go, sometimes you excel. It's just that.
No. If you're traveling somewhere, especially if you're in such a good position and you're obviously a highly educated person, you book your room before you go to the country.
Oh yeah.
Especially at the. No, well, I don't think you do, because it's the middle of the peak season for tourists all over the world, and you're telling me that you're going to Paris for the meeting, and then you're telling me that you hadn't got a hotel room booked. I don't think you're telling me the truth, to be honest.
Ooh, I don't think you're telling me the truth. And he's probably not. But he's caught.
No, we don't think you are. Straight away, I don't think you are.
Don't
Who are you
think you
meeting in Paris?
Mr. Francis.
You haven't got a clue, have you? Just be honest with me. You haven't got a brace. You're telling me lies, buddy.
They appear to have paid for their flights using someone else's credit card details, and Bruce is determined to get to the bottom of it.
Shout out to Nordic Born. Welcome to the party. Our process is broken and has been for a while. And I'm glad that you said this, because that's the thought when I see this. That not like, oh, good for Ireland. But it just it makes me worry that is Ireland doing better with their immigration than we are? Like, welcome to
What's in this?
Flour.
Maize flour, is it? How much maize flour is here? How much maize flour is there? There's at least 7 or 8 kilos.
About 6 of them.
Yeah, why are you bringing that with you for?
Sorry?
Why did you bring that with you?
I'm sure some point to it, because that's our traditional meal.
Yeah, but where are you going to stay? B&B. So what are you bringing that with you for? But you can't cook in a B&B. They won't let you cook that in the B&B.
It's almost like he's lying.
Where? Come here, do you know what? I swear to God, you're just a spoofer. You're just telling me spoofs. You're telling me lies, buddy. Straight away. You're telling me that you're a civil engineer and you brought that all the way from Johannesburg to Charles de Gaulle. About 8 kilos of maize flour. You're not giving me any honest, straight answers.
And again, my point here is, would U.S. customs agents have the authority to treat people this way? Hopefully they do. And again, we will look deeper into it. But I wanted to bring you this before that, because that's where my mind goes. My mind goes, is Ireland doing a better job while we're in the midst of a crisis? King said, if he doesn't trust him, then what does he get to? If he doesn't trust him, then what does he get to turn them away here? Just curious what the step. You mean if he doesn't trust them, how does he turn them away? I mean, I guess you would just have to stay in the area of the airport. You know, you can't go past customs, and you got to get another flight out of there. Like that's if you're not allowed in the country, then you're not allowed in the country, and you know they're already in the airport. But guess what? You can take a flight out of the airport just as easily as you can find one in. Shout out to Zippy the SM Lee in the building. Welcome to the party. Oh my God, how does this happen? How does this happen with headphones? I don't understand. I wrapped it perfectly. Anyway, Zippy said, witless bureaucrats and their underlings feed the system. The system desires your soul. Yep. Godfrey's pressuring me. You share car community apps here so you can, with someone else, and you don't need to care about the parking. That would be awesome. We don't have that here. That would be awesome. That would be dope. Does he get to if he wants to? Meaning the guy, can this guy turn him away from the country? Yeah, that's entirely what's going on here. Is that this person is coming, or this couple is coming in from South Africa, and they're coming into Ireland, and he's asking them about what they're doing, and they're lying to him. So he can be like, "No, you're not coming into our country." Shout out to Lena. Welcome to the party. Said a big hello from Black Flag. I don't know where that is, but thank you. Welcome. Yeah, and that's exactly my point. Is that's how it should be. This is your home. If they don't belong there, then we shouldn't have to let you in because we need to be nice or some shit. Shout out to Tushar. Welcome. Indeed, I'm not the Jesus. I am a Jesus. Welcome to the party. We are talking about immigration and customs. These people are lying.
Straight away, you're making me a little bit suspicious of you, okay? Just give me that bag up your shoulder, please. Are you going to give me any honest answers today at all, eh?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me any the truth or anything?
Telling you the truth.
No, you're not. You're not telling me the truth.
Nope.
Just your bag.
Get
You
up.
pack this bag yourself.
There we go. Finally.
What do you need the dollars for?
Oh, I'm looking at the other thing here. Did it come up as? Okay, yeah. It's just coming up. Come on, StreamYard. I want to see them flags. Yeah, it's not showing them. But shout out to Scotland and shout out to Germany. Welcome. Very, very much appreciated, guys. If you do me a huge favor and just double tap your screen to hit the to like the video, that would be amazing. Thank you so very much.
To pay for
Dollars. To pay for what?
the upkeep.
That's
Upkeep.
Yes.
Upkeep here.
Yeah, anywhere.
You know you're in Europe. We use euro in Europe. So why'd you get dollars?
Because we can't find euros in Malawi. They cannot give us dollars.
yeah. Why you got all these US dollars?
Okay. $2,100.
$2,000 US to get into Ireland.
From the bank in Malawi.
To get into Ireland. Come on. I mean, what this is sus. And maybe there's a reasonable explanation. But again, this brings me back over and over. Would the American agents be able to be asking these types of questions? Or would they be able, the traveler, be able to make a big fuss with, well, what do you mean? I'm here for asylum. And they're just like, okay, yeah, you get to go in. Maybe not. We'll look it up. We'll check it out. But that is where my head is.
$100. Where'd you get this?
From a bank in Malawi.
What bank?
Oh, shit.
What bank? What's the name of the bank?
Opportunity Bank.
What's it?
Opportunity Bank.
Opportunity Bank.
Yeah.
And when did you get them?
I forgot the date, but it's
You don't remember anything. You have a very bad memory.
Good for you, bro.
You didn't. You bring that down and ask them, could they tell you that's false? Thanks. Now that lady just has one of them. I need to make sure that it's okay? Thank you.
I wonder if you guys from like Scotland and Germany, I wonder if you have an easier time understanding the Irish accent than I did. Because like I can understand it, but it's like I gotta really pay attention because the monitor that I have is very, very quiet. So I just had to plug in my headphones because like I can hear it, and if we're listening to something regular, we're good. But this is a thick Irish accent, and yeah, it is tough. Zippy says, I feel like letting people in for travel and recreation is fine, more so if you pay a bit to come in. Generally, you have a system that's able to kick out troublemakers and those that stay too long. But every goddamn nation is a broken system. Yeah, it has a broken system. Yeah, and even, and again, bring us back to the main point. If that's the case, then I would hope that the U.S., because of the desire people have to come here, I would hope that we do way better than Ireland is doing. We have a lot more to be worried against. Be wary. You know what I mean? And it just, again, it makes me sad. So we're gonna watch this, and we'll look up something else with U.S. customs and compare, and we will see.
I'm nearly finished with these two passages now because it's clear to me and my colleague that it's just blatant and outright credit card fraud. Even the luggage that he have, like he has a bag with about 8 kilos of maize in it, you know. So they're going to stay in the B&B, and I'm sure the lady in the B&B is going to be delighted when they're down in the kitchen. I don't know, maybe she would.
Yeah, so like you're saying that you're coming here and staying in a bed and breakfast, yet you're bringing I think it was pounds worth of food, like. No sense.
The credit cards used today in the bookings for this place from Chad Segal. They're counted to a Japanese citizen's card. That's the information that I have, and the fraudulent credit card. So fraudulent credit card bookings, that's where the whole thing kicked off. And then you heard the interview with him. They're no more civil engineers than you know, I'm Elvis. It doesn't matter. They're not telling the truth, you know. We just got back up here.
You're not Elvis?
Bags, yeah. I just conveyed the passengers back up to the guards up here at immigration. And as I said, it's been refused entry.
Refused entry, King. So this is exactly what you're asking about. Are they allowed in? No, they're refused entry. So now they have to go back and they have to leave the country. They don't belong there. They are not allowed. It's not because they're bad people. It's because you didn't follow the rules. Very, very simple. Shout out to Sov Num-Nums. Welcome to the party. Said, I hope we gave all the illegals a pager. Yeah, well, I just heard a video where did I save it? Did I save this? Well, it's we're on the short screen, so I won't do it here. But they're allowing illegal immigrants to use arrest warrants as ID to get onto planes. What? Crazy. She says, why do they want illegal immigrants to stay? What they get? Yep, the government. Yep. Here you go. Whatever you need, whatever you could possibly want. So we said the U.S. Should use corporate and institutional middlemen to sponsor and manage migrants and even visitors for poor nations. As much as public and private is a joke, that's a perfect use of it. Hard to disagree.
Here at immigration, and as I said, it's been refused entry. It's been refused on the basis of.
Sorry, bye.
All we can do is do our job, and we cooperate with our colleagues in the guards and vice versa. How are you doing? How's things? Where are you coming in from today? Hong Kong.
I don't know,
Just put your
man.
bags through the X-ray machine. I'll help you for 1 moment, please. It's the purpose of your
Whoa.
visit to Ireland today.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Dammers. That's exactly what I'm saying. And of course, again, I'm not trying to say that if you're just joining us, I am not here saying Ireland is better than the U.S. Customs. That's not what we're doing. I saw this video, and it scared me is the U.S. even doing this much? Maybe they are. We're going to check it out. But as of now, all of us having this type of thought, it really makes a lot of sense that we're scared. Even if the customs officers are doing their job, we still have the actual border. And guys, don't forget my co-host Morty, my little puppy, is right here, and every single donation gets a treat for him, and he loves them. Soft Num Nums. It's like spitting in a cup of water, then trying to get the spit out of the water and make the water great again. Oh, Dilly, that was a good one. That's a bar right there. It is definitely impossible. Good one. Shout out to James Wrigley. Welcome to the party. So, do any of you at all truly understand the importance of migration? Of course, yes. As my parents are both legal immigrants, yes, I very much do. That does not mean that because there's a very important aspect of people moving around, culture, sharing culture, all of this type of stuff, that illegal immigration is okay. Two things can be true at the same time. Migration and immigration are good things, but that doesn't mean that illegal immigration automatically is good. Welcome to the party.
That's okay, no problem. Just see your passport for a second, please. Just show me your passport for a second, yeah? You okay? Are you okay, yeah? How long were you in Hong Kong for?
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Like Soft Numbers, I do find it odd as well how some people use the legal immigration as an argument because no one's ever arguing that. Or you hear stuff like, well, do you know that technically American citizens are more likely to commit crimes than illegal immigrants? It's like, that's not what we're doing here. Tushar asked where my parents are from. So my dad's ancestry is Indian, hence the Indian Jesus. My mom's ancestry is mostly Chinese with a little bit of Japanese, but my parents are West Indian, meaning they were born and raised in the Caribbean. So my mom was born and raised in Jamaica. My dad was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago. And they immigrated here in the early 1980s and then had 3 kids. I am the middle one, so I am a first-generation American. Zippy said, without a middle manager to track and keep tabs on people, migrants and poor visitors will be used for slave labor and funneling into slave trade. Prove me wrong. Can't, because you're right. Shout out to Carl, welcome. Said, how many Haitians is James putting up in his spare room? All right, let's be nice. But, it is a good point that, like, we are you're asking about the importance of migration. How many migrants are you sponsoring? It's just not, it's just not a relevant factor to this. Yes, migration and immigration and emigration, those are good things when done properly. Godfrey said, I usually donate some of my serving money, but hey, that's all good, brother. That's all good. Yeah, right? We Jamaican together. We Jamaican together taking over the United States.
Are you okay, yeah? How long were you in Hong Kong for?
What?
How many is a few days?
3 days.
3 days? You sure it's 3 days, yeah? Okay, that's no problem. Well, it's a simple question I'm only asking, okay? I'm a customs officer and I'm asking the questions.
So this is what I mean. When when people have an attitude, like those other people that we saw before, they were going along with it and everything was fine, and they were, not everything was fine, but they were answering the questions and they weren't looking to give trouble. But this guy's like, hey, yo, why are you asking me all these questions? I just want to come through. And so again, my question is, if this were the U.S. Customs, would that type of attitude be enough to just get you by? It seems to be in so many other areas for these people. I don't know. And so we'll just listen to his attitude. You can tell.
It's a simple question I'm only asking, okay? I'm a customs officer and I'm asking the questions and they are pertaining to your travelling, okay? Go on, no problem. Just put your bag up there for a second and the other bag, have a quick look, okay? Are you working in Ireland?
I'm living here.
I didn't ask you where you're living here. Are you working here?
Obviously, I'm living
No, it's not obvious. There's thousands of people that are living here that are not working, so it's not obvious. So if you don't mind, it's just a simple question. If you just answer me, are you working here? What do you do?
That's something to do with...
Absolutely, has everything to do with it. It all pertains to your travel arrangements, how you made them, how you paid for them, etc., etc. If you have a problem...
Bro, the funny thing is that, you know, for those of you who do know, I am a professional dog trainer, and I got my start at Petco. So I can definitely imagine a Petco or PetSmart all of a sudden having an influx of patient employees. It would be a good skit. I mean, all the pieces are there, right? All the pieces are there. That is exactly why I'm streaming now and not later, because I'm trying to get on y'all level. But yeah, this dude's just coming in and he expects that I'm just, you know, and maybe this guy does live and work here and he just wants to go home. It's been a long trip, whatever, fair. But that doesn't stop the officer from doing his job. And if somebody's giving trouble, I think in America, you know, the whole Karen mentality, it's very common. They think if I just make trouble, then they can let me go through. Sometimes it all walking on eggshells during the process. So do you like animals?
Let me ask you questions.
I'm kind of told that you stopped me every time. That's how I come.
You don't need to have a problem. There's no need to have a problem with me. I have no problem with you, my friend, at all, okay? Well, I'll get you out.
Have it picking up on the foreigners.
So what do you...
That's what I'm
would you... I prefer... Now listen,
So James is asking how many cases are illegal and not what one or the other political party is saying, but the actual number. We have no idea. That's the whole problem with when Biden, the president of the United States, says, surge the border. We have no idea. We have no idea. Hence the immigration crisis. If we did have those numbers, then it wouldn't be as bad because we'd be able to tell, okay, well, it's this bad or it's that bad or it's not bad at all. But we don't know because everybody surged the border. And I mean, you know, I did you know, say to, you know, I did say to Godfrey, or was it Godfrey or whoever it was, to be nice. But how many migrants are you sponsoring right now, James? Shout out to Birkin Sue. Welcome. Said, I'm a commie which loves USA. I don't know how that's possible, but at least if you are a commie, then I'm glad that you do love the USA. Welcome. Carlos, did you guys see the Haitian president drinking water pitcher? No, I did not see that. I think legal and illegal migration needs to be cut off entirely for 10 to 20 years. I was saying something along those lines, and there was somebody who, you know, rage quit the entire stream, like never to be seen again, because she thought that I was saying that we shouldn't have anyone from any other country here. That's not what this means. And yes, of course, this is idealistic and that's not realistic. But the idea is that there's so many people that even legally, if we just cut everything off for 10 to 20 years, then we could figure out, you know, as James is asking, we can figure out how many cases are illegal and how many cases are legal. Then we can figure out what to do from there. And then we can open back up the border. But we can't just keep going like this.
It's fair if you said either what you know or what you believe. Don't tell me what you think, because it sounds like you're making a sort of insinuation towards me. You're making an insinuation towards me. There's no need to be aggressive, okay?
I'm not aggressive. You see me aggressive?
I think you're a little bit aggressive, and I think you need to calm down a little bit, okay? But I'll go on, you ask me a couple of simple questions. That's all, okay?
Yeah, I have a long flight.
Mate, listen, yeah, I'm tired. I'm in here since 5 o'clock this morning, but I'm not crying in your ear about it, okay? Where'd you stay in Hong Kong? In a hotel. Yeah. Like there's about 5,000 hotels in Hong Kong. What hotel did you stay in?
See, when you're like, where did you stay? A hotel. Like, you're already in this situation, bro. You're already being interrogated. You're already being a dick about it is not going to make things work any more quickly. I don't understand why, whether you're here, you're there legally or illegally, going about it this way is only making it harder for yourself. Just answer the damn questions.
Does it really matter what
There's about 5,000 hotels in Hong Kong. What hotel did you stay in?
Does it really matter what the question?
Well, listen, I'm not saying I'm not going to waste your time. So I'm not asking you the question for a laugh or a joke. What hotel did you stay in Hong Kong?
So some of them is saying, I'm convinced it really is just a fabricated problem. We can see some reasons why they did it, but I think they have bigger plans than votes. What part is just fabricated? That there's a border crisis, or what part are we talking about? James said, but these kinds of conversations start with the premise that there is a problem. Okay. The problem to even say a problem exists can create an illusion of wrong going on when there may not be. Sure. Okay. So that is absolutely the case. That is absolutely the case. We could be, let's take it away from immigration. Let's say the cops get a call, right? And then they get a call that at my house, there's a woman screaming bloody murder. That can create a problem for me just trying to sit here, live my day. But guess what? If they get that call, I would completely understand why the cops are going to come here and be banging on my door and make sure they need to come in and check this, that, and whatever. So the fact that there never was a woman screaming here does not change anything about the fact that the police are under the impression that there is. And we're not questioning whether there's illegal immigrants here. We know that they are. And yet, still, you're just like, maybe not. Maybe it's not a problem. What's it? That's what I'm asking you. I know what fabricated means. I'm asking you, what is it? What are you saying is fabricated?
So I'm not asking you the question for a laugh or a joke. What hotel did you stay in Hong Kong? What is? Was that very hard?
No, but I don't understand why you ask me.
Because it all pertains. It all pertains to your travel and your arrangements and where you stayed. And I'm a law enforcement officer for customs, and I'm very interested in where you stayed. She started holding onto her chest and her belly as if she was suffering a little bit of pain, and I just went over. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Oh, I'm fine." She said, "I'm a bit airsick."
Yeah. And tell that to the people in Springfield who had 20,000 Haitians shipped into their 40,000 person town, or a small town of 4,000 in Pennsylvania, 4,000 that got 2,000 migrants. It's a demographic problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can question that. And so is that what you're saying is fabricated, Num-Nums? That can't be it. You're saying that it's fabricated that the border is open, that criminals are being let in, even though that Border Patrol has specifically stated that not only is this happening, but the sex trafficking part of it with the children is also true. What are we actually saying? Fabricated and homemade are two very different words. Some could thing fabricated. Come on, guys. Come on. James said, I am presently not sponsoring anyone, though I have in the past. But perhaps you could tell me what relevancy that is to have an opinion. Because it's so easy to say that, oh, all of you guys should let people in when you're not going to be affected by it. That is relevant. So if you have, then great. That's more in line with your position. I don't think that changes anything about the core position. But for somebody who's never sponsored anybody and is asking everybody else to collectively sponsor people through taxes, that's the problem. That's the relevance. Sometimes they created the problem is all saying. So okay. So you mean it's like okay, gotcha. All right, yeah. Oh, obviously, yeah, obviously. All right, we're on the same page.
Just went over. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Oh, I'm fine." She said, "I'm a bit airsick."
Shout out to Gary Grant. Welcome to the party. And I am looking up to see the USA flags, even though they're not showing here. Welcome to the party. James said, I'm not saying you should let everyone in. Do it with due diligence. Yeah, sounds like we're on the same page then. Because that's not what's happening.
Now, don't look at the X-ray. Tell me.
Tablets.
Okay, we'll just have a quick look at that, okay? You have a lot of food, yeah? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Now, what's this?
Tablets.
Are these tablets for you?
Myself?
How many of these do you have?
Maybe 100.
100?
That's a lot of
pills. Do you live in Ireland,
Yeah.
Do you work?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a resident acupuncturist and a herbalist.
Do you have a business card?
So first, they're all for you. Then there's like 700 pills or whatever they are. And they're all for you. But you also are an herbalist and you don't have a business card.
Card. Sorry, do you have a business card?
I don't have business.
Why can't you just answer the question when I ask it? Now, the first lie you told me was that these were all for you a couple of minutes ago. Then I asked you who the tablets for, and you said they're for my clients and me.
Liar!
So first they were for you, now they're for your clients and for you. How much do you sell?
And here again, here's another point: is fake snake oil herbal supplements? Is that the biggest problem that you have on the border of whatever country? Again, this is Ireland, but is that a big issue that if some chick is selling unlicensed stuff that's not actual medicine? No, that is not a big problem in relation to immigration. But the point is that we have to have a process. We have to go by the rules so that we understand, because it may not be this particular woman who is doing anything wrong, but if we don't have those rules for things like that, then somebody could bring in drugs. James said, just not sure why so many think some kind of crazy flood of murders are slipping in every day. Because Border Patrol says, and many others say they are. So I don't know why you think that there's not. Why do you think that there's not some kind of crazy flood of murders that are slipping in every day? What makes you think that does not happen? So some Nums says, hey, I did not, but I do now. Shout out to Zippy DSM Lee for the PayPal. And of course, every donation gets a treat for my co-host Morty. Yeah, come here, bud. Come here. You got a treat from Zippy. Come here. All right. Yummy. We got that beef liver, the good stuff. Yummy. Thank you. So very, very much, sir. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Very, very, very much appreciated. All right. Let me. So we got that started. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying to James as well. Like, what? Maybe there's not. I'm willing to entertain the possibility that everything we've heard about people coming across the border is absolutely wrong. Why do you believe that would be the case? That's what I need to hear. Oh, and he knocked you right out. The Funk Master General with a $5 super chat. Actually, I'm gonna keep you both up there because since you went through PayPal and Zippy went through, or Funk went through YouTube, you guys can both be the co-sponsors. Thank you, gentlemen, very, very much. Boom! And then we got another treat for Morty. Come here, bud. Come on. Here we go. Morty, over here. Look, over here. There we go. Yummy. Thank you so very much, guys. Really, really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. Where we at? I didn't even read this. So Funkmaster said it's not about votes anymore. It's about tearing down the country. Out of chaos comes the control they crave. Yep, exactly. You got him. Shout out to Rango Miller. No, I am not gay, but if you are, that's totally cool. Welcome to the party. And I did not blame you. And I get more money, and your money goes farther. I'm with it. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. Let's jump right back into this. If you're just joining us, we are looking at a video from the Ireland Customs, and I think that they're doing a pretty good job. Hopefully, they're doing just as well here.
So, let's go ask you. Now, the first lie you told me was that these were all for you a couple of minutes ago. Then I asked you who the tablets for, and you said they're for my clients and me. So, first they were for you, now they're for your clients and for you. How much do you sell one box of these for?
20 to 25.
The Irish Medicine Boards are interested in this as well because they want to know why you're bringing them in without their permission. Do you have a license to bring them in? They're going to investigate it, okay? You didn't declare them. You went to walk out without declaring them. It's 100 boxes. 100 boxes at what? €22 a pop. So the value of this is about 2,400 to 2,500 euro, and you attempt to bring them in without paying VAT and duty, and we're looking to charge you for VAT and duty on this, plus 125% penalty.
Wait, and could you
And again, so like the idea is that she is probably not going to cause the downfall of a country by bringing in some herbal supplements. But if we don't adhere to the rules, we don't have a system, then we're all fucked.
just through the bin?
Ah,
Don't take that.
No, it doesn't work like that. I'm a law enforcement officer. If I do that, I'll be breaking the law. Did you bring concerns like this in before?
No.
Why do I not believe you? I'm seizing these today. These have been seized by customs. And I explained they forced for the purpose for examination by the medicine board. And if they do decide let them go, it doesn't matter whether you want me to throw these out or not. We'll be looking for VAT and duty from you and 125% penalty. Can't just throw them in the bin. Customs.
Sorry.
Where are you coming from today?
Rules
know
are
English?
rules.
No English. Come from Bolivia? Bolivia today, yeah. Pop today, please, yeah. The X-ray looks okay, but we're going to have to do a good tour.
Okay, so James says that gangs have been rampant since the growth of ghettos and low-income housing isolation. Sure, okay. Are you trying to make the argument that because there's homegrown violence, that immigrants aren't causing violence? I don't know where. Like, yeah, I mean, definitely a weird. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. There's violence here. And that's something that we have to deal with because, you know, the fact of the matter is some people are bad people. That's going to happen. The reason we don't want to make that worse by adding in other countries, at least we understand the culture of gangs here. If we bring in more, not only are there more people, but they're different. They're different not from this country. Yeah, like soft num-nums. So do you think we only want violence from illegals to stop? Like, that's what I'm saying. This is well stated. It's almost as if like, well, it's okay if Americans do violence, but you know, the illegals who are bringing in herbs, they can't come. Like, is that the position that you think we have? If so, I would please ask you to hit subscribe, stay around, and learn actually what people like us think about this, because that is so very, very far off.
The X-ray looks okay, but we're going to have to do a good tour of search of the suitcase and have a chat with this gentleman. I'm going to get translated, okay? What is the purpose of your visit to Ireland today?
He wants to learn English.
How did you pay for your ticket and how much did it cost?
Father bought the ticket for him.
Where will you stay in Ireland?
I cannot recall the name of his hotel.
Do you have documentation for the hotel?
Sí, tengo acá.
Which hotel are you staying in? We have 4 different hotels. What do you know about Ireland?
Paso de turismo a pasear, digamos.
What do you intend to visit? What do you intend to see?
Como le digo, lo que pienso ir aquí en Dublín, he escuchado harto sobre O'Connell, el Calle O'Connell, el Castillo John. Uno quisiera visitar, ¿no?
O'Connell Street and some sort of castle.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time somebody said the word old tired argument, but okay, that keep saying old tired argument. All I keep saying is that anybody with a criminal record should stay out. You've never said that. What are like? Are you like schizophrenic? Not only did nobody else say old arguments, but you didn't say that anybody with a criminal record should stay out. Maybe you meant to say that. Maybe you believe that. In which case, again, I agree. I don't understand what you're trying to do. Like, what is the point of you saying these things? I don't know what point you're trying to make, or if you're saying that I'm wrong about something, or like you're just saying these things, and it seems like we agree on these things, but like what are we doing?
Castle. The story is just not right. All he knows about Ireland is O'Connell Street and some sort of castle. So I'm just going to ask him a few more questions, see if we get any further with that.
Can you give a number, James? The whole point is that you're correct. We can't give a number because there's too much illegal immigration. That's the whole point. Wouldn't it be weird if we were able to give an exact number, yet we were complaining about how much illegal immigration? Wouldn't that be weird? It's weird that you say there's no issue, yet we have no idea. How can you say there's no issue? How can you say that we're wrong to have an issue with what's going on when you are admitting that you don't know what's going on? That doesn't make any sense.
Why do you have dollars? Why did you bring dollars? Why not bring euro?
Bueno, aquí pienso cambiar,
And
no quería
bring in
traer,
US dollars.
no sabía digamos, qué
Talk
moneda
about
usar aquí,
universal
la verdad.
currency.
Okay, he really wasn't aware of what was the currency used in Ireland.
Yeah, I find that very hard to understand why you travel all the way across the world to a country and you don't know what the currency is and you bring dollars. I find that a little bit suspicious, to be honest, okay? I'm totally suspicious of the story and the reasons why it's here. How's things? Are you waiting for somebody?
Yes, I'm waiting.
Who are you waiting for?
Friend.
And did you come in on a flight today? Did you fly into Dublin today?
Just standing around.
Like, did you fly in here today?
Today?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Could I just see a passport, please?
Yes.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
I'm from Estonia.
What's that?
From Estonia.
Estonia. And who are you waiting on? Who are you waiting for?
Who?
Yeah.
Friend, my...
Who's your friend?
Who's my friend?
Yeah.
I don't know how... When?
Boyfriend?
No boyfriend.
A friend? Girl?
Friend.
Woman?
Man.
A man?
Yes.
What's his name?
Muhammad.
Bro, like, oh man. How do you not, like, whoom. So the point that Soft Num-Nums is making is that the burden of proof is not on you to say that you're not a PDF. If we were to say that you were a PDF, James, then it would be on us to provide that evidence. Similarly, if you're making the claim that there's no border crisis, despite the numbers and facts that we have, then it's on you to present that. It is on you to present that.
Mohammed. And where is he from?
From Dublin.
He's from Dublin.
Yeah.
And
Challenge
why
us
are you
again.
waiting here for him?
Go ahead.
I 5 minutes ago called him and he said
Lying, girl.
that he come here.
Okay.
So this is clearly a woman who was flown into Ireland from Estonia, from some Andrew Tate-like operation. She's waiting for her pimp, and she got caught. She was maybe, a dude wasn't, on time or whatever, and she's probably going back to Estonia.
He come here.
Okay, it's no problem. But he's coming in to meet you.
Yes.
So why do you think he's coming from there? Why are you in the baggage hall? Why are you still here?
I here in Belgrade. I don't know where.
What's his name? Mohammed what?
Just.
No, hold on. He's your friend and you don't know his name.
Uh-oh, don't know his name. So Carl said, the people who can afford to flee the U.S. to seek fraudulent asylum are the wealthier people in their country, i.e. the people who really need help more than these people are still left in the slums. Yep. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that because they're better off than some other people in their country, that by American standards, we wouldn't let them in. But this is absolutely the fact.
He's not my
Do you have bags?
Oh, now he's not your
do you
friend.
Have bags?
Yeah,
do you have bags?
No.
Okay.
No
Just
bags.
come on over here for a second. Just follow me over here, please. Okay. Now.
No bags. You're in a foreign country in the airport by yourself, waiting for a friend that you don't know their name, and you have no bags. Sus.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand me?
You understand the words coming out of my mouth?
No problem. Okay. Why did you come to Ireland today? Why did you come to Ireland? To meet with who? Why?
Money. I'm gonna get on a can and shake my stuff, make my money, send it back to Estonia. Yeah, no one's denying the border crisis anymore. Kamal is, yeah, exactly. Kamal is running on closing the border. So that's why I'm not understanding what it is that you're trying to do.
He give me
Estonia.
anything that I must to.
But he's not your friend.
Sister.
Where's your sister?
In Estonia,
Okay, so you come out to Dublin. You come out to Ireland to meet this guy, to get something from him to give to your sister. When do you fly back to Estonia?
Why don't you
When
mail
do you
it?
fly back to Estonia? Tomorrow or 2 days. Have you got a ticket booked? Do you have a ticket booked for your flight? So, this is hard. You're making me very, very suspicious of you, okay?
Exactly. Suspicious. Suspicious. You like, I don't understand how you don't see the necessity to have a better story. Like, I'm sure these people, like whoever she's waiting for, I'm sure that they do this. And it must either be that they're doing so much of it that they're like, hey, some of these bitches gonna get caught. It is what it is. And it's not worth the time to train them to on what to say. But like, I don't understand how you don't have a plan for this. I don't think James is here anymore. I think James ran away because because he challenged us and we couldn't answer his challenge, and so he just couldn't take it anymore. Oh.
Hey,
Suspicious dead.
do you have money? Do you have money?
No,
No money?
no,
Do you have credit cards?
no,
No credit cards.
no.
So what are you going to do?
I wait him.
You won't wait
He
here
is
for him.
very good friend to my sister.
You don't even know. Do you know what he looks like? Do you know what he looks like?
How are you gonna meet him if you don't know his name or what he looks like? Suspicious. James doesn't know anything he's not supposed to say. That's pretty much it. Came in, talking points. These people are understanding what I'm saying and they're not losing. Oh no! Bye. And yes, guys, if you do me a huge favor, just double tap the screen, long press the screen. There's the 3 dots, whichever way you can do it. Hit the like button. And if you could share this video, even if you don't think anybody's going to click on it, just share the video. It helps so much. So if you could just hit that share, it's so easy. Thank you. Let's get back to this suspicious whore.
You don't even know. Do you know what he looks like? Do you know what he looks like? What does he look like? What does he like? Is he big? Is he small? Is he fat? Is he skinny? Black hair? Now, I'm going to ask you one more time, okay? When do you go back to Estonia?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. So
again, like at no point did you think that it would be relevant to have luggage, to have a name, to have a destination, to have a time that you're going to leave the country, to have money. None of these things. Shout out to Godfrey. Thank you so much. And you have a great night. Yeah, the feet cam, right? That was weird. Carlos, John Doyle's debating Destiny on Kamala versus Trump in a few weeks. Interesting. I saw I'm more interested. If we don't bring that up, keep me posted on that. Because I am I also saw that he's debating Owen Schroyer. So you know that could be very, very interesting. Right.
You've no money.
If I like to be here,
Hey,
I can.
Hey,
be
miss,
here
listen to me. Listen, come
7
here.
days,
Hey,
10 days.
are you talking over there? Are you talking over there? Are you talking to me? You've no money. You've no luggage. You have no idea. You do not know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You're not. Did someone tell you to talk like that? Did someone tell you to say that? Yeah. Did somebody tell you to say that? Are you drunk? Were you drinking?
No.
Are you on drugs?
No.
Maybe.
Did you take drugs? Because you look like someone that took drugs to me.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not happy about you walking out of here till I know what your reason is for being in the airport.
You can check me vodka or...
I know what I can do. See that? I know what I can do, okay? I know.
Ooh, I know what I can do, sweetie. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Except the answer to these questions, none of which do you like. And again, it's like, you're not going to get into the country. Why would you not have a story? I'm here for 3 days. I'm staring at the Marriott. I'm waiting for my friend Roger. He's a tall dude. And I don't have any money because, he said he would, whatever. At least that's less suspicious. Like, have a story.
Because I don't trust you. I'm very suspicious of you. That lady was standing there, she was hanging around the baggage hall for the last at least 2 to 2.5 hours. She hasn't got a penny in her pocket. She's no luggage.
That's what I mean. I think that it comes down to like whatever pimp organization that she's with. They must fly in so many women that it's not worth the time to give these women a story. And then if some of them get caught up, then whatever, they get caught up. That's the only thing that makes sense here.
She said she's here to meet a guy. She gave me the guy's first name. Hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, sure.
Now, where are you coming from today? And what is the purpose of your visit to Dublin?
The purpose of this trip is to visit the place,
visit the place, sightseeing, vacation. Oh, Jesus.
What's your occupation? Do you use drugs?
Maybe.
And did you ever use drugs?
Yes, he has done drugs a long time ago when he was a kid.
What type of drugs and how long ago?
Okay, he had a very long time ago. He tried marijuana, he tried ecstasy, and cocaine as well.
I said, shit, me too. I was just thinking about, like, man. Yo, you read my mind. You read my mind. That is hilarious, dude. As soon as he said, or the first time he said it, but every time he said it, whenever he said, what's your purpose? He goes, what's your purpose? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I used to use drugs. I still do, but I used to too. Shout out to Mitch Hedberg, R.I.P. Dilly Dilly for Mitch.
A year ago. So it went from many years ago to 1 year ago. Okay. Do you have any drugs concealed on your person or inside your person?
Never ever he would do that. Yeah.
I'm very suspicious of you. Okay. So what are you going to do in Ireland?
He's gonna know places. He's gonna travel and visit places.
Where?
¿Qué lugares tienes planeado conocer?
Y me gustaría conocer la cerveza Guinness y conocer el país que no conozco, o sea, conocer los lugares turísticos.
These slips of paper are telling me that your clothes, your luggage, everything in your bags, Tom, you can pull all the faces you like, these that are giving me high ratings for cocaine. You explain that to me. You explain to me why.
Why in that piece of paper
que no tengo nada.
So,
he definitely has not used cocaine.
Bruh, you traveled. So first of all, they say like something like 60 to 80% of all dollar bills in rotation have some kind of cocaine on them. So always, if you ever get caught with residue on paper, then well, I mean not paper, but if you get residue on money, it's like, hey, money's fungible. I just got this as change. You never admit to anything. And then if you already stated that it's been many years, why would you change that? It's not like they can drug test him for cocaine.
Que no tengo nada.
He's showing that he definitely has not used cocaine.
This lad arrived in via Amsterdam today. He only booked his flight on the 28th, like 2 days ago. And he paid a good whack for his flight. And to bill from the ion scan, from his luggage and from his clothes and from his suitcases, haversacks, we're getting very high ratings for cocaine. Now, we're going to have to pursue this a bit further because the ratings are very high for cocaine from his clothes and from his footwear and from his luggage. And I'm just very suspicious of his vice advancement and his late book.
I think they just took something from his luggage and tested it for like a general, not a scent, but just particles. And the fact that it was in the luggage probably means not does he have the residue. Like the residue is not from all that's there. It's just that there is residue. So there's probably a shit ton of coke in his luggage. Shout out to Joe K. Welcome to the party. So can't get anything past that lad in Dublin. He's like a sniffer dog. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this, and my first thought was, I hope they're doing this as well in America. I hope. So we're gonna take a look in a minute, but right now we are just applauding our man. I think his name's Bruce. Bruce for being the man. Welcome to the party, Joe.
And I'm just very suspicious of his vice answering and his light booking. They've arrested him and they're taking him away to one of the local guard stations, where hopefully they'll just process him and hopefully they'll bring him down to Beaumont Hospital for an X-ray, and the X-ray will prove conclusive whether he has pellets contained inside his person or not.
Bugmaster. I mean, now I was gonna make a joke, but I can't do that. All right.
So that's it. It's just wait and see now at the moment. If it's warrant.
Me and him together. I'm coming over here to visit.
Sure, no problem. Where are you coming from today?
Well, before Australia, but
I didn't ask you this. Yeah, where are you coming from today?
Sydney.
Sydney? Ah, fair enough, yeah. Show me your passport, please.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, get the passport out. Now, show me the passport. Give me the passport. Hand me the passport.
Yes, I am.
Uh-oh.
Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me.
Give me a chance.
Don't shout at me, okay?
Human being.
So am I.
I know you are.
Yeah. Listen, you listen to me. Stand there. Stand there. And don't...
Oh, can we see me? Are we good? We good? Oh, I froze for a second, but we're good. Okay, yeah. So he was starting to get a little bit of a power trip now. Like, no, I want you to stand over here, not over there. And I wonder if that's a kind of like a test to see if you escalate a little bit, then can you expect that person who's innocent to be like, all right, he's going to escalate. I don't want this to get worse. Let me listen. Versus the person who's like, well, I'm going to stand wherever I want. Now you're like, a little more reason to have a problem with you. I don't know. I often am lost in thought, but not in that moment. Shout out to Nordic Boy. It said, escort lives matter. I mean, hey, we all, maybe not.
I'm not getting up to choose.
Second thing, don't tell me what to do, okay?
But yeah, this part, hold on. Let's go back. Where he was like, I want you to stand over here.
Listen to me. Stand there. And don't lean against the bench, okay?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that a test or is that a little bit of a power trip?
I'm not getting up to choose.
Second thing, don't tell me what to do, okay? Do you use drugs?
No.
Was there any drugs in this bag?
I've smoked cannabis previously.
No problem. And is there any cannabis in that? So would it be closing that maybe that you had any when you were smoking cannabis?
Yes. The answer to that question is
that's
yes.
Right. Maybe
okay,
that's where it's no problem, buddy. But that's I'm just trying to help you out here. Out of respect, okay?
Cannabis in Australia.
Yeah, that's grand. But I'm just trying to. That's what the dog probably indicated. Ari.
Oh, they got the puppy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the dog needs some better training.
No, the dog is perfectly fine.
Did you? He's like, I think the dog is better trained, and I don't know. This dog's whacked out.
I think the dog needs some better training.
No, the dog is perfectly fine. He just misses smoking. Thank you.
No, he needs better training.
Now you haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
I do actually. They have a lot of documentaries
I'm telling
about it.
I don't care. There's millions of documentaries. Don't insult the dog, okay? The dog is much more intelligent than you think he has. That's why he stopped you, okay?
I thought he was gonna say the dog is much more intelligent than you are. That would have been hilarious. Is he a star? Hamming it up for the camera. Maybe. The dog. Well, yeah, I thought he was gonna say. When he's like, the dog is better trained, and he's like, hey, don't say about the dog. The dog's more intelligent than you are. Joe said he should have went on the ferry. He would have never been caught.
I'm telling about it. I don't care. There's millions of documentaries. Don't insult the dog, okay? The dog is much more intelligent than you think he has. That's why he stopped you, okay?
Was it smoking weed over there? The dog wouldn't have reacted on you. That's the simple fact.
That shows you how good the dog is if you think about it.
Good point. If he's like, yo, I don't have anything on me. I just smoked in Sydney, and now I'm in Ireland. Well, clearly, dog picking up on that.
Last time you had a smoke? The weekend. So 3 or 4 days. Right. And the dog can still get that residue, you know?
Damn.
It could be a week ago, could be 2 weeks ago. He'd still get the smell of it and thinks he's stupid. How are you doing? Customs.
I think that okay, before he moves on, I think that would actually like work in your favor if you like the more heavily you smoke at home. Like I'm sure that all of my clothes are permanently saturated with THC, the smell of THC or THC particles. And so like You know, have the dog on my hair, or it's everywhere, and there's just nothing. There's no cannabis here except the residue that I didn't bring any. What do you think? What do you think a dog is? He's about to start her up a baby. Let's see. He's had no limits so far. Go hard. Babies can be. Oh, what was with Hassan when he was talking with the H3 guy, and they're talking about, oh well, they're bombing. They're not just bombing the settlers. They're bombing, you know, families and stuff. And Hassan's like, there can be baby settlers.
How you doing? Customs. Stop it. Down. Stop the trolley, please. Put your bags through the X-ray machine for me, please. Thank you. Okay, thanks very much. Are all these bags yours?
Oh, puppy's excited.
Okay. Do you have cigarettes in your bags? For me. Do you have cigarettes? Okay, open that bag for me, please. Out of courtesy to him and it's respect to the dog, I have to examine your luggage because there's no point in having if you don't listen to me. You know? That's okay.
It's not only cigarettes.
It's not only cigarettes. So first there were no cigarettes. Now it's not only cigarettes. Baby settlers are the most dangerous kind. Well, they start early. They've got the most practice at being settlers.
That's cigarettes, yeah.
Oh, you lied, baby. You lied.
Okay.
It's a lot of cigarettes.
You're making an attempt to hide the cigarettes from me, okay? Now just don't touch anything, okay? Thank you. You make a good attempt to conceal the cigarettes from me and my old partner, the dog, yeah? That's okay. I'll have to check. If I don't do my job, I'll get the sack. I don't think you'll be walking out of here without cigarettes today, okay? No, I don't think you won't be walking out of here without cigarettes. That's what I said to
you. He thought, like, you know, they're talking, having the conversation. Yeah, you know, I got to do my job, whatever, and you're not going to walk out of here with the cigarettes. And she thought, he said that she could walk out. He said, oh, thank you so much. I was like, no. You are not walking out with these cigarettes. Sorry, lady.
No, I don't think you'll be walking out. I have to check.
Right here.
If I don't do my job, I'll get the sack. I don't think you'll be walking out of here without cigarettes today, okay?
Oh, he did say without. He misspoke. He's like, I don't think you'll be walking out here without cigarettes. And she's like, oh, thank you very much. Because that means that you will have cigarettes. But he misspoke.
I don't think you'll be walking out of here without cigarettes today, okay? No, I don't think you won't be walking out of here without cigarettes. That's what I said to you. Where'd you buy these cigarettes? Hold on a second. Romania or Moldova?
I don't know. I buy from Romania.
Moldova. They're Moldova. No, but it makes a difference. It does make a difference, yeah. No, it makes a difference to me, okay? Don't bring cigarettes in. You're way over your allowance. Don't bring that amount of cigarettes in again. And certainly don't bring them in concealed in the box like that, trying to hide them, okay?
That's wild. Like, how? Oh, that it? All right, there you go. And it's wild to me again that, like, yeah, obviously if you're like part of some criminal organization, then you know, obviously you are concealing stuff. But if you're not, how do you not take a moment to just like Google the stuff you're allowed to bring into Ireland? I don't get it. Carlos is heading to Moldova next year. Well, have a good time. That sounds like it would be. Zippy said, they have a process for moving goods. Is it so hard to, I don't know, pay the money to follow the rules? Traveling sucks. Just bend over and plan for the worst. But these guys are criminal. Yeah, and I mean that's the point, is that there are criminals. There are criminals, and all of this here is all this stuff here is allegedly for our safety. And so we can have the conversation of whether it is safe and whether, you know, it infringes on rights and all that kind of stuff. We can have that conversation, but let's not act like we're just doing this for no reason. Don't fight a baby. Don't fight a baby. All right, so let's see. I've seen that this show, what is it called? To Catch a Smuggler on National Geographic. Oh, maybe we'll do that. But obviously we can't play a whole episode. So to catch a smuggler clip. Because I do remember, you know, they have episodes of this stuff at JFK. And you know, they do a pretty decent job. But again, that just we'll do this one, which is, you know, which is a good thing. But of course, then it brings up the point that the actual border is open, so that doesn't really help us. Hold on here.
What again?
Electrolyte powder.
Okay. Just give me a second, though.
Like button, as we always do on every video. CBP officers in Miami find a small vial of... Oh, sorry, I missed it. What did it say? We find a small vial of unknown substance in the traveler's luggage. Testing it. And this is
positive for ketamine hydrochloride, which is a DEA-controlled substance. It's illegal to transport.
Yeah, straight up K. That K. Why would you fly with that? That's insane. So at least, you know, hey, we're seeing that, you know, they're catching stuff at the airport.
Into the U.S.
No idea.
It's illegal to have in the U.S. without a prescription.
To be honest, I didn't even know that was the bag.
Mine, bro.
You have some medications in here?
Yeah, mixed up like Adderall, Cialis.
Is everything prescribed? Or?
Yeah, everything's prescribed.
And this one?
Oh!
Should be a residue from that. Same.
Should be.
A little
There's something in
baggy.
there.
A little baggy, never a good sign.
Found another baggie of a brown salt-like substance. So we're gonna have to do our checks and just determine what that substance is. All right, sir, just come right in here. Just put your bags up on the table. We're gonna check your body, make sure you don't have anything on you. So we're gonna do a pat down. Sure. We're gonna recheck your bags, make sure we didn't miss anything. And then we're gonna process this, see where we're gonna go from there, all right? And patting the individual down, we located a small baggie of a white powdery substance inside his front right pocket.
Come on,
Took it out,
man.
asked him what it was. He immediately said, "Oh, I didn't know it was there." So now we're gonna go and retest everything and just to verify what we found.
That's wild. I would never have the balls. I would never have, even in the midst of my my addictions. You know, I'm actually lucky that, you know what? I guess I would have to sit down and think about that, because I never had to get on a plane in the time when I was on drugs. And so I'd like to think, you know, in a more sober state of mind now, in hindsight, I'd be like, oh, I'd never be that dumb to try to bring a baggie, this, that, whatever, on a plane. I've never brought any kind of cannabis on a plane, just because, like, you know, it's planes. I don't want to mess with that stuff. Most places you can with the weed, you can get it once you get there anyway. But it is an interesting question. If I was going to wherever for a week and I was still addicted, I would have to make sure that there was some way I could get those drugs. So what I would probably do is, as soon as I knew that I was traveling, I would try to you know, network and find somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Bringing stuff on the plane would be my absolute last resort. And like, I get it that we have drug smugglers who, like, that's their purpose of traveling, and you're taking that risk. But if you're just traveling and you're taking the risk while you're already traveling, while, as Zippy said, you know, plan for the worst, just bend over and plan for the worst, while there's already so many things that could go wrong, and you want to add to that, insane. Again, guys, if you do me a huge favor, if you're not already, hit that like button. It would make me so very, very happy.
First one.
Shout out to Artem here. Welcome. So how do I redo the survey? I voted wrong. I wanted to be Ami. Well, doesn't that just so perfectly encapsulate everything about America and communism and voting? It would be the commie that doesn't know how to vote. Welcome. Unfortunately, there is no way to redo it. So you must now love America. Welcome. King said, "Up the ass it goes for your, if you're worrying about withdrawal." I mean, and even still, because they have the X-ray things, they have the where you put your hands up and the thing goes around you. So first of all, at that point, I would just eat it. I'm not gonna fucking stick it up my ass. I would just eat it and wait to shit it out. But yeah, they still can tell. And so they have like the little the people who are actually smuggling stuff. They will swallow like a bunch of balloons, and then when they get to the X-ray, they can see in your body that you have little balloons of something. And so then they handcuff you. They wait until you shit it out, test what it is, and then arrest you. Said, if only he knew where I was writing this chat from. Can you take a guess? Can I? I'm gonna guess based on the question. I'm gonna say either Russia or Palestine. That's what I'm gonna guess. We'll do a triple break. Yeah. Ugh. No, thank you. No, thank you.
What we found.
I guess Ukraine or Israel.
First one.
I was close. I knew it had to be one of the two conflicts. Shout out to Russia. Welcome to the party.
And just to verify what we found. First one. Ketamine hydrochloride again.
Ooh,
ketamine
more
always
ketamine.
turns out blue.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. And like, come on, dude. What was that? Like, what? You're gonna try to act like, oh.
Let me test it.
Look at that. Come on, man. Who's gonna believe that that's number one, anything legit? Number two, anything that you didn't know you had. Come on, man. Zippy said, Russia is rough, but the West is almost worse in some ways. Pretty fake statement, but hard to disagree. Hard to disagree. Emma said, love the party. So glad you're here, man. Thank you for saying that. You guys don't tell me how much you love me enough. This is what I need in my life. Thank you, Dammers. Thank you.
Third one's MDMA. The white powder turned out to be cocaine hydrochloride. The tan color salt-like substance turned out to be MDMA. And the pink powder is positive for ketamine hydrochloride.
Bro, that's so much. That's so much. And guys, speaking, if you are loving the party, make sure you subscribe. This is just a chill stream from the bedroom, but I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, down in the studio with the full setup and everything. It is a good old time. Make sure you hit that subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a party. Of course, Morty is hitting the mouse over here. Autumn said, if only people got Russian drugs, y'all would go insane. At least Russia doesn't have cities with fentanyl fentanylines everywhere. Yeah, bro. Agreed. Those of us who don't live in these cities and those of us who don't like that that is part of our culture are very, very, very strongly against that. And yeah, absolutely. There's even the left, right, Republican, Democrat paradigm is shifting. And there's a lot more liberal-minded people like myself who I'm an atheist. I do drugs. I mean, I don't do that many, but I'm open to doing drugs. I don't care if you're gay. All these kinds of things. And there's a lot more on this side of the aisle where it's like, even though I'm not a Christian, uptight, whatever it used to be, then it's sad. It's sad that we can't fix these problems. You're absolutely right. Carl said, ever read about John C. Lilly and the dolphin language experiment? It sounds familiar. I don't remember that specifically, but I have heard of it. Yeah, Nick takes his hiatuses from time to time. He did after Christmas. We didn't see him for like 3 months, and then he just came back. Said also there aren't really any homeless people. Oh, we got tons of those here. We got tons of those. And in the meantime, illegal immigrants, criminal aliens, are getting free housing. Free housing. Not only are they being put up in 5-star hotels, but they are actively getting money to go buy homes that Americans can't afford. And Carlos said, it's not left versus right anymore. It's MAGA versus Uniparty. It's the people versus the establishment. It's liberty versus tyranny. Any of those ways you want to put it, it's definitely not left versus right anymore. I mean, that's still an aspect. But you know, shout out to Nadir. Said, Jesus Christ is Lord. I would ask you to prove it, but cool enough. Welcome to the party. I have no idea. I'm American as fuck. I know my because my parents are West Indian, so they're born and raised in the Caribbean, and so my dad's ancestry is Indian, but like I don't really know. Thanks for clarification. A bad feeling for no reason. Artem said they deport LGBT and homeless people here. I mean, that, you know, that's going a little strong. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm more liberal minded. We're like, hey, if you're a trans, if you're homeless, like, I think there's ways that we could, you know, have a social programs that help you. I just don't want to be throwing money at people who are making it clear that they're just going to use it on drugs and sit on the sidewalk for their entire life. I don't think that's crazy. But, you know, people are still very, very against the whole right wing or conservative or Republican, anything associated with that. They're terrified.
DMA, and the pink powder is positive for ketamine hydrochloride. We're just going to put you right back in here.
You ain't never coming out.
What is going to happen is we're going to charge you a penalty. The penalty is $5,000. We can mitigate it down to $500. This is the one.
Me? Are you asking me? Yeah, bro. I'm from Jersey. What you mean? Artem said the Taj Mahal was partially built by Armenians. Fun fact. Princess Diana's Armenian grandmother's name is on the Taj Mahal. Interesting.
Is $5,000. We can mitigate it down to $500. This is the one, you know, break you're getting, if you want to call it. So you'll pay the $500. You get some paperwork and you'll be on your way, all right?
What? So after all of that, dude, after all of that, so what did we see in Ireland? Lots of questions, lots of hands-on, making sure, bringing out the dog, all that good stuff. And then when you find drugs, you don't let those people in your country. Oh, I was like, really? Okay. Right over my head. Nadir said all the apostles, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The law that legalized all that in California was called AB 109 in 2019. See, that's the Americanization that I don't even know that. And you're in Russia and you know that. But yeah, this was the whole point. This was the whole point of this. As we were watching the other one from Ireland, I remembered this show To Catch a Smuggler. And I was like, okay, yeah, they're really doing they're doing the damn thing. And then we see them. They bring out the dogs. They're testing this. They're doing that. Bringing them in the back. And then what does it amount to? They found ketamine. They found cocaine. They found ecstasy. They found some other thing to remember. And what is the result? When you're trying to come into America with this kind of stuff?
We committed is we're going to charge you a penalty. The penalty is $5,000.
So this is.
We're just going to put you right back in here.
If you have not, I mean, this is exactly the problem.
What is going to happen is we're going to charge you a penalty. The penalty is $5,000. We can mitigate it down to $500. This is the one, you know, break you're getting, if you want to call it. So you'll pay the $500. You'll get some paperwork and you'll be on your way, all right?
You'll get some paperwork and you'll be right on your way. Why? Arrest that man. And this is why I had a feeling. This is why, in my bones, I could feel that there was a reason that Irish guy that we were looking at the beginning, why that stuck out to me. I knew it, even though I forgot that To Catch a Smuggler, even though I forgot that this show even existed. I mean, Garrett, if they don't even seize the drugs, that would be. I would have to imagine. I cannot imagine that they'd be like, well, yeah, you just pay us $500 for smuggling shit into the country, and then you're good, and you get to take the drugs. I highly doubt that, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't be that surprising. It wouldn't be that surprising. Arnhem knows it. You're destroying guys from within. It's because of a lack of history. Okay, what do you mean by that? I mean, obviously, we're a younger country, but elaborate. And what exactly you mean? I think you got a good point there. But, I mean, you'll be on your way. You'll be on your way. I said I paid a $3,500 fine for 0.7. Jesus. And I mean, like, were you flying with it or you just had it? Because that's wild if you just had it, and then we're seeing this, and then here in America, you'll get some paperwork and you'll be right on your way. Insane. I said it's a sliding scale. In Mexico, you get to keep the drugs. Cool on Mexico, I guess. Shout out to Marley. Welcome to the party. Said, come on, Trump. MAGA 24. Let's go. Welcome to the party. King said, I would hope the rational, I would hope the rational be you pay for us the little you have, instead the state paying for you to be jailed. Try that one again. Zippy said the problem with legalizing drugs is follow through. You have to go after petty crime. Yeah, you have to have halfway homes, mental hospital, all that stuff. Yeah, that's why you see in Portland and Seattle where they just made everything like you can do whatever you want. Why that's not good, because they don't have the resources. But if you look at places like Portugal, where they actually have the resources in place, where you have to go to a facility. I mean, methadone is like this, but other stuff isn't. You have to go to a facility every day to get your fix. They give it to you. It's medical grade. There's no fentanyl in it. You can't get extra. And they have programs there. They have the people there are there specifically to try to help you. And I can tell you as an addict, the overwhelming majority of people that I know, and myself included, when we were on drugs, we did not want to be stuck on drugs. That is not that is not what the situation was. It was that we were stuck. We were addicted. Arnhem said, most nations with their own ethnic race being the majority and having its own cultural and historical values that are 3,000 years old, interrupted, is what I think causes some nations not to fall into the drug pandemic. So yeah, before I go into that, I agree. There's definitely a lot to be said about culture, meaning being passed down, as opposed to like the culture. What is the culture today? Passing down, ritual, tradition, stuff like that. There's absolutely a lot to be said. My hope, my pie in the sky hope would be that the American ideals are strong enough to push back against this, and that this isn't a great period in American history, but we can bounce back from this. That is my hope. That is what I kind of have to believe if I want to talk about improving things. Because I do think that we can make things at least better, and if things are better, then it's easier to make them more better. So 3,500. I was taking a big hit. Yeah. Well, yeah. I got arrested. I was going into a concert one time, and I had a couple of joints and a couple of ecstasy pills on me. And this concert, it was a special concert, so I wanted the hard ticket instead of just printing out my thing. Big mistake. So I go into the venue, I go past security, they pat me down, I'm good. I go to the to will call to get my ticket, and they're like, "Oh, here's your ticket, but you're on the other side, so you got to go back outside." And I broke the cardinal rule. I broke the cardinal rule. Don't remove the drugs from wherever you're hiding them until you are where you are going to do the drugs. So I got past security before I went to the will call. I took the stuff out of my shoe, put it back in my pocket. They gave me the ticket and said, "Oh, you got to walk back outside." And I was outside before I realized, uh-oh, I need to hide this stuff again. And so I'm looking for a spot. And this is at Madison Square Garden. So I'm looking for a spot, and I'm looking at a spot that I thought was a good spot. And I go to bend down as if like I'm tying my shoe. And by the time I'm moving my head up, I see two dudes just beelining it right to me. So I thought they were going to rob me. So it was a very weird feeling where they grabbed me up and showed me a badge. And I was like, phew, it's just the cops. I'm only getting arrested. That was weird. But I mean, you know, that was in New York City. I had to stay in jail overnight because I was from out of state. But I got in front of the judge, and they said like I forget. It was like $100 fine or something. And I was good. I was like, peace. Yeah, nobody wants to ever be stuck on drugs. Only we know what it is. Yep, if you've been there, you know. Rationale. Okay. So I would hope the rationale would be you pay us for the little you have instead of the state paying for you to be jailed. I mean, that makes sense, but then what happens is that just becomes the cost of breaking of flying with drugs. You know, there's an old adage, I don't know, a story about this rich guy who would always park illegally, and he was with somebody one day and parked illegally, and the guy's like, "Oh wait, you can't park here. You'll get $150 ticket or something." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know. That's just the cost of parking here." So what you're talking about, King, is if they know that, well, it's cheaper for us to just let you, pay and do the transaction, then people can understand, oh, that's an option that I can afford financially to break this law, and so now it doesn't apply to me because I can just do it and just pay my way out of it. I'm saying, can I ask what drugs are the ones you are having a problem? So right now, my big problem is just kratom. Kratom, and I mean, and nicotine. I use marijuana to sleep, but I don't see that as problematic. But leave you in suspense. Oh, that shit is nasty. But I used to abuse painkillers and anxiety medications. So like Oxys, Roxicet, Percocet, any of those kind of pain-killing drugs, and then I'd mix them with like a Xanax or a Klonopin, and then smoke on top of it. I did that for about five or so years. Well, I was still in college when I started, and then a few years afterwards. And then it just got to a point where it's like, yo, it's so much not fun that it's becoming a chore to even have to deal with this. I'm not getting high anymore. I'm just not getting sick. And I luckily was smart enough, and you guys know that this is the Saw story coming back up again. You may have heard it before, but there's a scene in the first Saw movie, like the horror ones where, do you want to play a game? And spoilers, but there's a guy who is stuck, and the guy's got to saw his leg off. And at the end of the movie, he's in a room with another dude, and the doctor is figuring out what's going on and how to play the game. Oh, I've got to chop my leg, and saying how well thought out the situation they're in actually was. And so the other guy says to the doctor, "It sounds like you admire this guy who's put us in this situation." And the doctor says, in order to defeat a disease, you have to be aware of what it's capable of. And, meaning that, okay, we have to understand what this guy who put us in this situation, what is he capable of? And he did this, that, and that well. So we have to be prepared for that. And so for whatever reason, I hadn't seen that movie in maybe a decade at that point. But for whatever reason, the first time I went to snort a line of whatever pill, that scene popped into my head, and I had to acknowledge that, hey, I'm dabbling into doing hard drugs. That is something that's not to be messed around with, and just that was enough to all of my friends, whoever I did drugs with, they all eventually graduated to heroin, and I never did. I mean, I tried it a couple of times, but just so I never shot it. But I never got that far because I always had that mentality of respecting the monster. And so I would do drugs for like 3 or 4 days, and then I take 3 or 4 days off to let it kind of get out of my system. Compared to my friends who would just go 6, 7, 8 months straight every single day, and then you're stuck. You're stuck. Arnold said, if I can give you one more advice, honestly, I was somewhat agnostic, and then the Bible actually made sense after I decided to go through and try to understand it. Well, I was born a Catholic, and I was confirmed in the Methodist Church. Once I went to college, I then fully read through the Bible for the first time in my life, and that was a big reason as to why I fell away from my faith. So, fair advice, maybe to some other people. But the opposite for me. Yeah, a big part of I think why I didn't have a problem with doing the drugs before it got really bad is because I had left my religion, but I didn't yet rebuild my moral structure. And that's where I think a lot of America is. Most of the American left is at the place of, oh, I don't need to believe in God anymore. But you haven't yet realized, oh, but I need to replace the things that came with God. I need to replace those with actual values that I hold. Yeah, right. All right, let's finish this up. Let's see how this guy actually is going to walk out of the airport with a fine.
Getting, if you want to call it, so you'll pay the $500. You get some paperwork and you'll be on your way. All right. The passenger was charged a fine. He was allowed to be released upon paying the fine. Some things that led into that were his cooperation with us.
Oh, his cooperation. He did illegal things nicely.
The amount of substances he had on him. Just in the future, make sure you know what you're bringing in your pockets and your bags. All right.
That's it.
That does happen often. Passengers say, oh, I don't know what was inside this bag. But
yeah, bro, they're lying.
Part of our inspection is we ask those questions. Is this your bag? Everything inside belongs to you. So before we even open it up, they're taking responsibility for anything that we find inside.
All right, so here's what we'll do, guys. Here's what we'll do. We can go through. We have plenty of these. Well, if somebody wants to do another clip from To Catch a Smuggler to better compare what we saw in Ireland, any amount of super chat or donation, 99 cents is enough. Somebody bring something in, and we'll keep the party going. Otherwise, I'm gonna go get high and go to sleep. So with Dave Smith, that we'll do. We're gonna do a full show on him. I'm not gonna take 5 minutes, and Dave deserves more than that. So we'll talk about Dave tomorrow. But look at the British smuggling ones. Well, hey, anybody? 99 cents is enough. 99 cents is enough to keep it riding. Shout out to Iana. Sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. Welcome. Yeah, so we started this off checking out Bruce Heller, a customs agent from Ireland, where he was doing a lot better.
What's all the civil and what's all the orders for clothing and stuff?
Or excuse me, not Border Patrol. They're doing a lot better about keeping drugs and other things out, just following the rules at customs than we saw in America.
It's because I also do branding. I do branding as well.
You brand
materials.
Okay.
Yeah. So
where was the chick with the all that medicine
in Hong Kong? What? Tell me.
Tablets.
You a couple of minutes ago. Then I asked you who the tablets for, and you said they're for my client and me.
Yeah, this chick.
For you. You work?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm lazy stack. You can transfer.
Thank you, buddy.
Do you have a business card? Do you have a business card? Sorry, do you have a business card?
I don't have business.
Why can't you just answer the question when I ask you? Now, the first lie you told me was that these were all for you a couple of minutes ago. Then I asked you who the tablets for, and you said they're for my client and me. So first two are for you, now they're for your client and for you. How much do you sell one box of these for?
The fact that I saw this video, I was just on Twitter. I saw that video. And I mean, I didn't stream yesterday. So I was like, you know, maybe I'll do something later tonight or whatever. But I saw this and I was like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I said I had an Irish girlfriend once, Kelly. I hallucinated in the middle of sex that she turned into a zebra while I was lion hunting her. Sounds sexy. Iana said Conor McGregor's sister's boyfriend is the biggest drug lord in Ireland, taking over from the Kinahas. Now you know. So Conor McGregor's sister's boyfriend. So essentially, his brother-in-law. Biggest drug lord in Ireland. That's why you see him just yacked out at anything he does, at any place he goes. He is. Wait. All right, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out. If you have not hit that subscribe, again, I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, down in the studio. And like right now, sometimes I will go live whenever the mood strikes. I love having these kinds of conversations with you guys, so I don't want you to miss it. And we are building. Again, we do have the Discord community. That is really the purpose of what we're doing here, is to get more people together so that we can fix whatever problems arise. I just put the link to the Discord in the chat, guys. It is absolutely free to join. It is free to join, and there's a bunch of stuff to do in there. And if you join this channel as a member, then it opens up the entire server, which includes an after party after every Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream. We go in there. We don't have to worry about, the YouTube censors, and you guys aren't stuck behind your keyboard. You are actually on screen with me and everybody else. You can come up if you want to, but either way, it's a really, really good time. I love having these kinds of conversations with you guys, and it's even better when we're all chit-chatting. It says, peace, Hindi kid. I'm an atheist, but thank you. Oh yeah, he's getting it. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys spending a Sunday afternoon with me, and I hope that I will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. As always, once again, this has been Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys. Oh, wait, we got a big thank you. Can't forget our donations. Shout out to Zippy, DSM Lee, and the Funk Master General. Thank you so very, very much, guys. Again, I really, really, really do appreciate you, and hope to see you tomorrow. Once again, we are out of here. Peace.